fights in the fight, fight blue and white. 3 fights in the fight, fight blue and white. 3 fights in the work on the fight. Every test, every trouble, every mess, every rumble, every pen, every paper, every blank, every answer, every win, every loss, every circle, every cross, every piece, every wall, every wound, every scar, every chicken, every ball, every spoon, every fork, every color, every hue, every yellow, yellow blue, every darkness, every light, for the blue, for the white, everyone, every day, every fight, one big fight.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede. Mga isyung napapanahon, ating pag-usapan. Baka naman pwede. Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan. Tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa
Baka naman pwede.
Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
The fire we reported at the fire hall is still burning out.
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa loob, sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawan ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod. Todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Ipag the Blue Eagle, kalingiding at gigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Philippine Standard Time, 3:30 p.m.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob, sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog, lipat na Blue Eagle, kalingiting nagigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, radyo, katipunan, radyo, katipunan, radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, katipunan.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Good afternoon, everybody, on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle, and this is the Roundup, where we bring you the ins, outs, and all abouts of the place we call home, Katipunan Avenue. How's it going, everybody? I'm Ricaforte, your host for this afternoon. It is March 22, 2023, a Wednesday once again. Time now is 3:32 p.m. It's March 22, which is one of those days that is a palindrome. You can write it down 32223. See, it's a palindrome. Unless you're European, in which case, I'm so sorry. I think you just found another day. Anyways, it's also 18 days to Easter. So shout out to everyone who's given up something for Lent, or apparently, as other people are calling it, the Mark Wahlberg's 40-day challenge. Sure, why not? It's also the start of the dry season, which means mangoes are gonna be in season soon. And today is apparently Cavite Day. So shout out sa mga Caviteños natin na nakikinig dyan. Shout out also to everybody listening at 87.9 FM, the one big frequency, 87.9 within Ateneo and Katipunan areas. Also for those of you listening online at zeno.fm/RK879FM or on the Zeno radio app. And for those of you watching right now on the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube streams. Now, let's get the roundup underway. Here are some of the things to look out for in the Ateneo. So first off, we'll start off with a network issue that was addressed by Ateneo's VP, the Office for the VP for Digital Information and Technology Services. So apparently there are some wonky things going on with the university website, Canvas, and other websites related to Ateneo. So a fix was applied at 1:10 p.m. yesterday, but they're currently working on the issue. Some sites might not be accessible from 2 to up to 24 hours at the most. So they will be providing updates once services have been restored. If you have any questions, you can reach IT support at itsupport@ateneo.edu or local 4185 or 5170 if you need further assistance. For our students at the Loyola schools, classes are suspended tomorrow at 2 to 6 p.m. to give way to the University Awards. The awarding ceremony will be at the high school covered courts from 3 to 5 p.m. Students are encouraged to attend. Election season is currently upon us, and as of this week, the campaign period is currently ongoing. The voting period will begin next week. On April 4, the initial results of the election will come out, and then at April 11, we'll be getting the final results of the election. So for more information on the candidates during this campaign period, you can go to facebook.com/AteneoComElec or search the hashtag OhMyGenElec2023 on Facebook. That's hashtag OhMyGenElec2023 on Facebook. The Talakayang Alay sa Bayan 2023 continues. It started last March 13 and have talks all the way until March 29. Classes were suspended yesterday to give way to Talab talks happening on that day because a majority of them happened then. But there are still talks you can attend until the 29th. For more information on the talks that you can still attend and register for, you can go to ateneotalab.com or go to Ateneo Talab's Facebook page at facebook.com/AteneoTalab. The talks, I believe, are open to LS students only. We did mention last week a bunch of thesis plays from the Ateneo Fine Arts Department. Unfortunately, we did miss one of them. My apologies. So we'll feature them right now. We'll mention them now. It's Ang Mga Kahon, which is a play by Rolando Tino. and is directed by Kat Batara as part of her thesis. The play will be at the Fine Arts Black Box in the Fine Arts Annex, or what is known as the Old Com building. So it's the building that is across the covered courts that has Department of Communications at the front and yet has no com people in it. They all moved to Soksai. But anyway, the play runs from March 29 to April 1. The floor price is 250 pesos, but it is a blank ticketed show. So pay as much as your heart desires. The show is PG-13, and one thing to note is that the show is a standing show. So the standing time is estimated to be 1 hour. Seats will not be given to patrons unless they are PWDs. For tickets, you can go to bit.ly/AMK2023. Another thing happening this week is the Mobility March, which is ongoing as of now. The event started yesterday and is running until Friday. The event hopes to advocate for better and more sustainable mobility with a bunch of workshops and talks devoted to that advocacy. Today is very special because it's the start of the bike lending over at the bike racks at MVP. And then tomorrow will be the start of the bike tours. So the lending starts today. The bikes can be lent for 1 hour. And the bike tours start tomorrow all the way until Friday. So it's available from 3 to 7 p.m. To sign up for a slot to borrow a bike, you can go to the Mobility March Facebook page. Yeah, so just search Mobility March and you'll find them. It's the M logo. I don't know how the hand sign goes. Is it like this? I don't know. I don't know. For all of our all of our viewers watching the stream, I think this is how it goes. I think Bea and Francis are gonna kill me. Anyway, next up, the valedictorian poll is still up. So seniors and super seniors, you still have 3 days to vote for a class valedictorian from the list of summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude candidates. This poll is open only to seniors and super seniors of the Ateneo de Manila University and is not open to parents, guardians, or those below the senior level. For questions about the poll, they can be directed to seniors.alliance.ls@obf.ateneo.edu. Also, you can find the poll on the Ateneo Seniors Alliance Facebook page. Blue Hanguk Society is pre-selling their merch. They're selling lanyards, shirts, and tote bags, and you can pre-order now until April 1. That's next Saturday. The shipping for those orders begins next month. For more info and the link to the pre-order form, just search Blue Hanguk Society on Facebook. And if you have any concerns, you can email them at bluehanmerch2023@gmail.com. That's bluehanmerch2023@gmail.com. Lights for Hope is having its official fundraising event, the Pledge Season, to raise funds for grade 7 and 8 students from the Concepcion Integrated School in Marikina. They'll be selling shirts, cookies, stickers, and gibbets at the Gonzaga Foyer until March 31st. That is next Friday. To place an order, you can go to bit.ly/LFH22 pledge order form. Once again, that's bit.ly/LFH22 pledge order form. COSA is having workshops on the 27th of March. That's this Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. with the theme Behind the Creative Eye. Featured in the workshops are Arcade De La Rosa, the creative director of Simmer Studios, and Tina Valera. Shout out Tina, a graphic designer at Sunny's Studios. Once again, the event is on March 27 from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Science Education Complex C Building, or SEC C 201. To RSVP for the event, you can go to tinyurl.com. That's tinyurl.com/COSA Workshops RSVP. That's tinyurl.com/COSA Workshops RSVP. If you are a non-LS student, you can still attend, but only through Zoom. Finally, on the roundup, Loyola Film Circle is having Isa Pelikula soon on March 31 at the Faura AVR from 5:30 to 8 p.m. They'll be featuring some films. 2 of them were just announced. It Wasn't, directed by Yorick Laksa, and Bata Nilunod Kinalimutan Ka Na, directed by Dorothy Chu and Migoy Arroyo. Yes, New Waves Migoy Arroyo. Shout out to Migoy. The tickets cost 100 pesos, and if you'd like to reserve a seat, you can go to bit.ly/isape23 Culminite Reg. That's bit.ly/isape ISAPE followed by 23 followed by Culminite CULMINIGHT REG. Coming up on the roundup today, this afternoon, we have Ateneo Hinomoto. They're going to be talking about Natsumatsuri 2023. It's back and it's on site, baby! Also joining us on the roundup later, Tanghalang Ateneo to talk about Tartuffe o Ang Manloloko. The Philippine Standard Time now, it's 41 minutes and 42 seconds past the hour of 3. The roundup will return right after these messages. Some commercials.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
Good morning, Ateneo. Start your day right with your morning wake-up call. Good morning, Ateneo. Energize your day with the lively, funny, and lovely tandem of Mir de los Santos and Ariel Dicción. Catch the latest news and stories around the campus. Good morning, Ateneo. Your daily dose of Radio Chikahan, Tawanan, Kantahan, and Kwentuhan. Every morning, only here on the voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Good morning, Ateneo. Mornings have never been this good. Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter.
Sabi nila, life is like a cup of coffee. Pwedeng sweet at puno ng flavor, pero madalas matapang and will hit you hard. But in the end, you enjoy it depending on how you make or take it. So choose your own brew. Take a break and savor life and its rich aroma. Samahan nyo kami, dahil a cup of life is best enjoyed with friends. Welcome to the Parable Cafe. Brewing inspiration, one cup of story at a time. Every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. only on Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Akong bahala sa iyo, kaibigan ko.
JustCom Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow JustCom PH on Spotify and JustCom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Magbati po mga Katipuneros. This is Cardinal Chito Tagle. Join me every week on the Word Exposed on Air, here on the voice of the Blue Eagle, Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM, the Ateneo Campus Radio.
The voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9. Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang socio-political apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
This is Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle. You're back on the roundup with me, Teo Ricaforte. Alright, so for our first guests, first feature for today, they are the student arm of the Japanese Studies program of the Ateneo, and they're here now to talk about their organization's flagship event, the Natsumatsuri, or Summer Festival in Japanese. So we have from Ateneo Hinomoto, we have Kenji Tate, we have Stephanie Papi,
Hi.
and Chen Claveria. So welcome guys to the show. Ayan! Chen na kayo.
So happy to be
Oh,
here.
diba? So, we're gonna be talking about Natsumatsuri, and can I just say, I am so excited.
We are too.
We are too.
Yeah.
So
Despite the media
excited.
partnership, I'm really excited. Hindi! Oo nga, talagang very na. Pero kasi, I'm very, sort of, because I got to go back when I was a student. I'm talking about it like it was 10 years ago. It wasn't. It was like nung mga 2019, 2020. Yung mga,
recent. The last Natsumatsuri on-site.
Yeah, so I got to go and, had a lot of fun. And so, when I found out na, on-site Natsu kayo this year, parang excited din ako. So for those of you guys, it's on March 24th, this Friday po at 6 to 11 p.m. So, first off, I want to ask you guys, how does it feel to be doing on-site Natsu once again after... Was it 3 years? Was it? Or
4.
4?
Yeah, 2019 was the last one on site.
And then 2 years online, and then now we're back on site again. Yes.
I can tell you guys are like pumped, no?
Yeah.
It's been so much preparation, but we're just so excited to meet our members, Ateneans, and outsiders rin who's going to enter. Parang we resonate with all other orgs, no? Being so excited to have everyone back on site. It's just a different feeling since we've held Natsu on Zoom.
Yeah.
And it was different.
It's different.
Mine's like, this is my first time Natsumatsuri. I'm a first year, so I'm very excited and like, I really wanna do it successfully big. Something like that.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna get to that. Okay, so you're first year and you're
senior.
So pareho kayong seniors.
Yeah.
So kayo naabot niyo na rin yung were you guys able to reach
on-site?
yung on-site Natsu?
Did you?
I was supposed to actually perform in my first year. That was
Wow.
my first year in 2019 as a Hino member, and we were like scouted to be part of like the Hino talent pool.
Wow.
And then that was the year, like that was 2020. I remember it so clear. We were gonna start band practices, and then they were like, "We have COVID. We have COVID now, so we're not sure if Natsu's gonna go." And then
that's
you know
so sad.
what happened. It got
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah.
Just one of many org events that just went
Yeah.
COVID. But yun nga, since like at the time you guys were freshies or you weren't even at Ateneo yet, like how did you guys deal with like planning and executing the event? Did you guys consult the ancients? No, did you guys consult yung mga or how did you guys come about this? Kasi yung like just freshly back on site.
Well, the first priority is to pick up where you left off, diba? So the last 2019 iterations of Natsumatsuri. Pero we really had to consult alum, looked at past files. Kasi, the greatest worry of the pandemic was, what if this year was still online and then we don't have continuity?
Yes.
Mawawala yung program. So I think Jen had to look through like historical Natsus.
We had to look through like a lot, and we really closely communicated with alumni a lot and got their help. We even held like workshops for our org officers to just specifically for this because it's our flagship talaga. And this is actually the first time that Natsu is going to be held and we're accredited because
Yes, because 2019 was the first year for your accreditation. I remember
we were
it was
going
it was a big thing kasi yun nga, it's sort of for a while, like yun nga, you guys were under Lions and then all of a sudden accredited na kayo ng Ateneo. So it must be nice then, and this is your first time doing Natsu as an accredited org. Kaka-proud. Diba?
Hooray.
Yan. Ba't parang yung hooray nyo na pa?
Hooray. It's gonna get better during Natsu.
Tama!
Yes.
Tama
Yeah,
naman
tama.
yun. Okay. Correct. Amen. Okay, so what can people expect and look forward to at Natsu?
Okay, so I think the most important thing that people can expect from Natsu is that there's games.
Yes.
There's
Exciting
games. Yeah, games. Different games. Parang booth style siya. And then there's also going to be performances. Both medyo traditional or traditional talaga, right?
And then like hype beat.
Yeah, we
Tapos,
have things. We have a lot.
meron din mga bands. What else? So,
We have concessionaires.
Yeah.
Like the
Food.
booths na selling stickers like that.
Yeah. Mga stickers. Tapos, yun, you have food. It's like your traditional festival talaga. If you think of a concert na may mga booth, ganon.
Yes.
But I really think the games part of it is what's great. Pero, the most important thing talaga is even if you're not deep within Japanese culture, we promise
still enjoy.
you'll have fun, so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sinasabi po ng ating boss dyan sa control room, lumapit po sa mics, please. Thank you. Wait, you guys can bring the mics closer naman. Okay lang.
Pwede.
Yan. There we go.
Hello.
Ayun.
There we go.
Salamat, bossing. Okay, so, I wanted to talk about, here's the thing. What games?
Ayun. Okay.
Yan yung preparation. Diba? What
the game.
games can we expect sa Natsumatsuri?
Para sa amin, hindi mo maubos lahat na games kulang yung experience.
Yeah.
But first, I'm not sure if familiar ka with ring toss.
A classic.
A
Of course.
Come on, it's
For sure, but how do you play? The ring. You will toss it.
It's a toss. There's a pole, and then you toss it.
Oh.
But have you heard of shateki?
No.
So shateki is like a
Yung
shooting
mushrooms,
move.
no? Ay, sorry.
Shateki mushrooms.
Sige, i-end na natin yung show.
Okay, we gotta cut that out.
Okay, so what is Shateki?
It's just a classic carnival game. Parang shooting carnival game lang with a Japanese twist. Because in Japan, they call it shateki. Nakikita mo rin sa perya, no?
Yeah, in normal Filipino fairs. Pero we also have specialty games that were really for Natsumatsuris, like Japanese
Very
festivals,
Japanese.
so-
Very Japanese. Like the Kingyusuki, the
Sukui,
Goldfish scooping.
scooping thing.
You have to use paper net, paper.
It's
paper
very
circles.
challenging, but it's doable.
So
I think.
parang may thin piece of paper na net, tapos may pool, and then you have mga goldfish,
Yeah.
and then you have to scoop it out.
Yeah.
With the paper.
With the paper.
yeah.
With the paper.
Wala naman.
If you, if you get the goldfish, you can take it home.
And you can
Yeah.
name it. You can name it. You can name the goldfish.
Can you imagine
Yours.
someone just like looking at the goldfish and like, I'm gonna name you. No, stop, stop. You haven't earned it.
What are you gonna name it if you're able to take over goldfish?
If I, Kevin.
That's a very.
It's such a name. One of the
May
names.
pinagugutan na.
The name.
The name.
Hindi man lang like a dog, like brownie.
Brownie, red goldfish brownie.
Yeah.
Goldie.
You imagine, have you met Floofy? Oh, Floofy, is that your cat? No, it's my goldfish.
Such a great pet, and it's a pet goldfish from
Yeah,
Natsu.
it's from Natsu.
Tapos, the next one naman is yo-yo balloon fishing or yo-yo tsuri.
We love fishing in this
Yeah.
house.
I can tell.
Goldfish.
Oh, ano. So there's like there's a fishing pole that you can use to fish out yo-yos that will be inside the pool. So it's also
Wow.
another pool-based
Yeah,
game.
it's like
Yeah.
a balloon with like water and air, and then you
Yeah.
can like play it like a yo-yo basically. And the fishing pole is like a paper with a hook, so it's like very challenging to fish it out.
I feel like I've seen this game somewhere because like my older brother, shout out to Kuya Paolo. Yeah, my older brother had like a fan from like a Japanese festival that he went to, and I think the design on it was like that game mismo. Is that the one with like the clear like sort of balls floating in the pool?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yun.
And you have prizes for all these games.
Yes, of course.
Yun yung highlight niya. You can bring home whatever you get.
Yes.
And di mo rin alam what you'll get.
The surprise.
Yeah.
IRL gotcha, man.
Hey.
Okay.
With our string pull prize too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yes.
Different prizes.
The string pull game is what you call senbonbiki. I think you really don't know what you're gonna bring home because there's a string, you pull the string. On the other end, there's an object that will move. You don't know what it is. Kung gumalaw yun,
Right?
kung gumalaw yun, sa'yo na yun.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
That's so smart.
Really?
That's such a big
Twist
big
too.
move.
Yeah.
There's a twist. You might also get a penalty.
Yeah.
And you'll find out on the day what the penalty is.
Yes.
Wow. We kill Floofy.
Give me your goldfish. Give me your goldfish.
That's one goldfish. Take it away.
Tapos, I think people are kind of familiar with this kasi they share the same tent. It's a taiko no tatsujin, taiko drum. If you've ever seen or heard a taiko drum, yung malaking drum.
Yeah,
It's like boom,
nice
boom,
bass
boom.
sound.
Yeah.
I love music.
Yeah. So taiko no tatsujin is like a simulated drum.
Yes.
You're gonna have to hit it to a chosen piece of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like the one in the arcade.
Yeah.
Time zone.
Yeah.
Like Guitar Hero, but taiko. Anyway.
Yeah. So single big drum. Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yes.
You guys also have performances happening there. Who are we gonna see performing?
Let's get. You know, this is
we
like
have the list.
This
We
is,
have the list.
this is supposed to be a surprise.
yeah,
pero
because-
No, if this is supposed to be a surprise, let's just name a few.
Okay, yeah, one
For
more, I can
Radyo
name-
Katip,
yeah,
yeah.
for the we'll give them the little teasers here because we're gonna be releasing the lineup by tonight. So yeah,
Yes.
so we have a couple of our performers from Ateneo, which is the Blue Symph Orchestra, coming also,
Yes.
and one of our professors, Nagai Sensei, she's going to be
Yes.
playing the koto, the traditional Japanese instrument. One of our premier sponsors also, Sugawara Budokai Manila, will be demonstrating traditional Japanese martial art.
Yes.
And we also have one of our longtime performers who's been performing in Natsumi for quite a long time already, Project Material. So yeah, but there's also a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Alison,
Yeah,
mga...
spoiler,
sorry.
Look forward to it. There's a lot more. Just look forward to it. Just come.
Sorry.
Just come and
Let's
watch.
keep them waiting.
Yes.
Pero yeah, like...
But like,
I can't really...
I have to say, like, you know, wow, Roundup exclusive, but yun nga, you guys are gonna be releasing the full lineup tonight.
Yes.
Where can they find you?
Yes, you can find us at our official Facebook page. That's Ateneo Hinomoto.
Yes.
So yeah, just search it. That's us. We have the big logo right
Yes.
there. With its color, it's kind of blue, purpley color. The colors of Natsumatsu.
Yes.
It's giving vaporwave. It's giving vaporwave.
Ang ganda, ang ganda, ang
City
ganda,
pop.
ang ganda
Like
talaga.
city pop, cyberpunk, traditional
Yes.
realness.
One of the best vibes. in
Yes.
my-
Napaka-relevant niya ngayon, yung city pop vaporwave.
Yan, nag-compact talaga siya. Like,
Real.
So,
Honestly, it's such an well, maybe it's not as underrated as it used to be. Pero the sort of yung parang city pop and
Underground siya noon, di ba?
yeah, and all of a sudden there's a big boom.
Dahil sa
Yeah.
playlist,
with all the remixes.
music.
Yeah, mga lo-fi beats to study
Yeah.
your
And then
Love
super bagay siya with traditional Japanese design. Kaya sa Natsu talaga na-merge namin yung mascot, si Hino-chan.
Yeah.
Who's traditional.
That was traditional.
Now they're vaporwave, so that's really fun.
You put Hino-chan in the sort of the
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
setting. So I just really love the aesthetic of like what you guys have pulled off for Natsumatsu. It's so exciting.
shout out to our promos team.
Yay!
Talagang very like talented dapat yung mga creatives because like as a fellow creative myself, like I understand the sort of the struggle. The hardship talaga of having to come up with like an identity for Natsu. And you guys pulled it off very well.
Lalo ng Japan pa yung represent.
Yeah.
It's just like a
So like
creative
you're
power.
on thin ice.
Yeah.
You know thin ice,
like,
you know thin ice,
I'm
but like
looking at you.
may pressure.
line, yeah.
Yun, may pressure
Yeah.
din.
Tama,
You have the
tama.
pressure.
So, they can learn more about Natsumatsuri on Facebook. They can just search Ateneo Hinomoto. Yun, so, you guys can go plug the event. Go ahead.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you've encountered Japan once, kung
Twice, many times.
many
Maybe
times. Kahit parang, may napanood ka lang na anime, if you want to celebrate the end of your midterms, hopefully.
Yes.
it's
Yes.
free.
Wait, end of midterms ba this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't know, I graduate. I don't
Grabe.
care.
Grabe. Like, people are dying left and right.
Yes.
I see it. I mean, I see it.
Grabe
Like,
talaga.
my
I
friends
died.
in campus, they're like, damn.
Hello.
I see.
Hello. Like, not too much. It's my midterms pa.
Yes.
But anyway, it's an opportunity for you and your friends to come by and have fun no matter how immersed you are with the culture.
Yes.
Yeah. Yung mapapromise namin is after you enter in Natsumatsuri, you're gonna feel like you're in Japan.
Yes. You're gonna forget all your problems.
For sure.
You're gonna forget that you died in your midterm.
Wala.
Yeah.
You are reborn.
You are now
Reborn in Japan.
Yes.
And again, we'd like to also highlight that this event is free and
Yes.
open to all Ateneans.
Woo, you can
Tama.
walk in, guys.
Yeah, no
Please.
matter what, if you're a grade school student,
Yes.
high school, senior high,
Tama.
LS, or if you're an employee or
Yes.
staff, and if you're outside, if you're not from Ateneo, you're also very much
Yes.
welcome to fill
Sa
up.
Facebook
yeah,
lang,
on our
sa
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
find the
yeah.
details there, the QR codes that you need to fill up because
Yes.
campus access.
Yeah,
But it's open.
So yung mga alums
It's
pwedeng pumunta, no?
Yes!
for sure.
Yes.
O sige, punta na tayo!
Hindi pa tapos yung
Hindi pa. Sandali lang. Hindi ko pwedeng iwanan itong poster. Wait lang. Ayan. So, guys, once again, this is Natsumatsuri. The event will be on March 24, Friday, 6 to 11 p.m. at Bellarmine Field. That's the field just right in front of
Pagpasok,
Tattoo
yes.
or Xavier.
Yeah.
Or Bellarmine. Ayun. The entry is, once again, it's
Free! And for all.
Yon,
And
free
for
for all.
Yes.
If you are not Atenean and you would like to attend Natsumatsuri, you can go to bit.ly/Natsu23 campus access form, or you can go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/AteneoHino, and Twitter @AteneoHinomoto. Now, this event is co-presented by the Japan Foundation Manila and Sugawara Budokai Manila. Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM is proud to be a media partner of Natsumatsuri 2023 alongside the Daily Manila Shimbun. Oh, you guys got the Shimbun.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Yes.
RKD Mac and Vitomasha Nihon Kyokai. Now, before we end our segment, do you guys want to greet anyone now that we're here? Dito tayo sa arcade.
Well, first of all, thank you so much to Radyo Katipunan.
Yes,
syempre.
thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
legit not just because of Shimu, but also Radyo Katipunan. For sure.
Or be honest.
But also I want to greet some amazing partners that we've had. Japan Foundation Manila, Sugawara Budokai Manila, the Japan National Tourism Organization in
a
Manila.
recent partner actually. One of our
Yes.
recent partners alongside our media partners. They're our external org partner. So yes, they'll also be there.
The Kadimak, the Daily Manila, Shimbun, and then Tomasha Nihon.
Friends from UST,
Yes, and then
Tomasha Nihon
Urban
Kyokai.
Chicks,
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, we also want to thank, of course, shout out to our core team. Ayan, nagpa-shoutout sila
Yeah.
kanina.
Yay!
So,
Core
shout
team,
out to our
let's go!
core team and all our volunteers.
Yeah.
And also, of course, to our lovely alumni who has been so helpful throughout all of this. So, ayun, they'll also be going there. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell they're probably like they're gonna be entering and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is what I missed for 2
yeah,
years.
may mga umuwi from Japan. Like,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you telling me
Allegedly.
they're gonna leave real Japan
Yeah, real Japan.
for Ateneo?
I like in Japan.
Tama.
Okay na yun. Because it's
Yeah.
like they can stay like in the Japanese culture and then they can go out and be like, home.
Pwede na mag-Tagalog or, having a Matsuri.
Taglish, or as we call it here, Atenean dialect. Anyway. So, Kenji, Patty, Chen, thank you guys so much for joining us here at the Roundup. So, yun. Once again, this is Ateneo Hinomoto. Coming up on the Roundup, we have Tanghalang Ateneo. They're going to be talking about Tartuffe o Ang Manloloko. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of the Roundup right after these commercials.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
This is Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
You're listening to the voice of the Blue Eagle. The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Justcom Music Ministry. Music that uplifts the soul. Follow Justcom PH on Spotify and Justcom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates. Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content. Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
To listen to music that uplifts the soul, follow JustCom PH on Spotify and JustCom Music on YouTube. Our music is also available on iTunes and Deezer.
If it's entertainment you crave, catch us on New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores. New Wave. Every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. New Wave. See you there.
Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Eagle. The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he delivers to us the preachings of the Sunday's Gospel that's awe-inspiring, yet easy to understand and appreciate. Let us all listen to the Word of God here on The Word Exposed on Air, only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Get your daily dose of inspiration through our music. Follow JustCom PH on Spotify and JustCom Music on YouTube.
Mamangha sa lalim at ganda ng ating kultura at diwang makabayan, sa mga salita at pahina, sa tulong ng mga guro at manunulat ng panitikang Pilipino. Halina't tuklasin ang yaman ng ating panitikan, ang pamana ng ating lahi. Kasama si Binibining Andrea Trinidad, Ginoong Jethro Tenorio at Ginoong Yol Hamendang ng Kagawaran ng Filipino ng Pamantasang Ateneo de Manila. Ito ang Sari-Sari, ang Catholic Mass Media Awards Special Citation Awardee para sa pinakamagaling na palatuntunang pang-edukasyon sa radyo. Dito sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo,
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
We're back on the Roundup. You're listening to Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle. Once again, this is the Katipunan Roundup. I'm Ricaforte. Alright, so a while ago we had Ateneo Hinomoto to talk about Natsumatsuri, and now we have our next guests. They are Tanghalang Ateneo. They're the longest-running theater company of the Loyola schools, having been founded in 1972 and having their first theater season in 1979. The organization has been graced by the likes of Noni Buencamino, Boji Pascua, and recently Marian Rivera, to name a few. They're currently on their 44th season, titled Reformatio, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, or Pagbabagong Hugis. This thrust was inspired by the Reformation period and the separation of Protestantism from the Catholic Church. So through that, the season looks into the promise of growth that comes from breaking away from tradition and conformity. Their current production right now, Tartuffe, is a perfect representation of that thrust, as the play has its history rooted in the satire of the Catholic Church and the hypocrisy of the powers that be at the time. The play has that controversial history as it premiered in 1664 when French society was under the stronghold of the Church. After the premiere, the original text was banned and no copy of it is known to exist. So what currently exists right now is actually the third draft of that, the third version of that copy. But the TA is going to be performing the Filipino translation as translated by national artist Rolando Tino, who I just found out yesterday apparently played Cardinal Sin in A Dangerous Life, that movie about people power. You guys go check it out, it's nice. So this production is currently directed by Sir Ron Kapinding of Lundagin Mo Baby. Mondays at 5 p.m. only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. We're joined now by some of the cast and crew of Tartuffe o Ang Manloloko. We have Maliana Beran, who plays Doreen. We have Yeshua Celebrado, who plays Tartuffe. And we have Bea Jose, their public relations head. So, Maliana, Yeshua, Bea, welcome to the Roundup. So, for those people who don't know, so just there's a rundown. What is Tartuffe about?
So basically, Tartuffe or Ang Manloloko, it's about the mga manloloko, mga hipokrito ng ating mundo. So as a summary, it's about Tartuffe and how he tries to take advantage of the family of Argon and Elmir. And throughout the play, it's just about him trying to get everything that Argon has from his wife, sa bahay niya, sa lupa niya. And at the end of the day, it's about how to expose the truth and how to catch the hypocrite and the manloloko.
So, tell us about how TA prepared for this production. Kasi it has a very rich history, and especially the Filipino translation, like it was translated by a national artist. So tell us about how you guys prepared for this.
I think audition started November.
Yeah, November.
Yeah, November. And then di ata natin alam na Tartuffe.
Actually, yeah.
Yung play na gagawin.
So it was just blind lang na parang ito lang gawin nyo? Or?
Yeah, there was just open auditions for an upcoming production. So, yun sabi namin, okay, audition, ganyan. We didn't know it was Tartuffe until in-announce siya nung natanggap na kami ni Yesh. So, yun, November, we had the audition, and then after weeks,
first performance yung sa Fifth Noel.
Yes, nag-Fifth Noel kami. Actually, biglaan din yun. So, in 2 weeks, nag-rehearse kami. For 2 weeks lang. For Fifth Noel. And there was a lot of scenes. 3 scenes yan. It was hectic.
Yeah, because I remember din, like yun, that was one of the things that they announced na, they're gonna do excerpts of Moliere's Tartuffe, translation to Filipino. And then, ayun, so, bale, that was preparing talaga for this. Like, was it, like, foreseen? Was it like talagang foreseen na ito talaga yung production niyo for this semester, or was it sort of like, we did the excerpts and then habaan kaya na, or was it
I think what also factors into why we chose Tartuffe is these 2 cast members are new members, so they only get a very limited parang preview of what it's like to have in TA as compared to me, a member. As early as I think it was September during our first GA with the old members, they already revealed to us the upcoming production. So the first of which was Tartuffe. And then I was also offered the position to be the public relations head. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? And it's an on-site production for TA. And he's really known to stage really good production. So
for sure.
Absolutely. It would be like a dream to do PR work for them. So at least on our end as members, we've already been informed about it. But for the members, I think it was important they develop their acting chops first. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Because I know some of them really don't have theater background. Mm-hmm. So for the audience who watched the run so far, it's amazing to see their reviews na ang galing ng TA. But little do they actually know, a lot of the cast members are new to theater. Yeah. And I think they can share more on their experience on that.
So share. The joke. may pasimuna tapos wala. The joke. But cause yun nga, I agree na TA is known for very good plays. Kasi one of my favorite plays talaga from all the plays that I've watched, which was like what, 5 plays? From all of the joke lang. No, but talagang one of the most memorable talaga was Alpha Kappa Omega.
Yes, on our freshie year.
Yeah, on our freshie year. O, diba? Nagpapakita ng edad. Anyway, yun. So, it was really good. And parang, yun nga, like, it's being in TA, parang high caliber. So, yun. Very impressed na, yun nga, the newbies then, like, showing off their chops. And then, getting the reviews, the rave reviews, I'm sure you guys deserve. Pero there's a part of me that feels like, sort of, parang it's that thing of, I think Keegan-Michael Key had that analogy where it was like, the sculpture of David was already in that slab of granite. They just had to like find it in that slab. Yun. So I want to ask you guys then, so how was your experience being like new members of the org and then, getting that like sort of experience?
Siguro for me, I was super nervous in the beginning kasi I didn't have that much experience in theater. Pero thankfully, when I got in, fortunately, I can say na T has a very supportive community. Everyone is just focused on achieving the goal of making sure the production is successful. So whether it's in costume, stage management, as in you'll be exposed to different skill sets that will always try to like pull you up.
Yeah.
Your turn!
Well, for me naman, yung mga plays ko kasi before, it's just high school plays. So, yung mga basic. Pero ito yung una ko talagang official, professional.
Parang feeling big time.
Yeah, as in, may production team, may costume team. Parang, ooh, interesting. And then, so, and it's fun. No, I didn't attend workshops din kasi prior to the auditions. Kasi we had mga acting workshops for TA. Hindi ako nag-attend nun. Pero, while we did our rehearsals din, nagpagawa rin si Sir Ron ng mga acting workshops specifically for Tartuffe. Like, we had to learn how to walk in a classical way. There is a way to walk in the classical way. Yeah, yung scoop, ganyan. And then, also, yung stance mo. Yeah, yun din mga pinractice namin. It was heavy. Kasi, nasanay na rin na laging modern. Like, modern yung pananalita, yung paggalaw.
Contemporary kind of vibe. So, to go back to the classical form is very...
It was very hard and challenging.
Yeah, gets naman yung mga... Yung theater background ko naman po is yung mga pa-roleplay ng mga teacher pag klase. Alright, class, you're going to do a skit about 3 minutes, okay? Thank you. Go to your groups. Yan. So, I want to ask, what are some like memorable moments that you guys experienced in producing the play? Like mga sort of mga funny stories, but funny stories. Yun, but mga like memorable moments. Which you got?
Memorable.
Ako, for me talaga, yung 2-week rehearsal for Noel. Grabe yun. We had to cram it kasama ng midterms ng first
Oh my
sem.
God.
Yeah, and considering na freshie kami pareho, ang daming...
It's very, parang hindi pa kayo sanay sa abyss ng midterms going to finals.
Yes.
Tapos, tatapos lang siya nung ganun.
True. Tapos, ako wala pa akong alternate. So, wala akong choice.
Ikaw talaga.
Ako talaga.
Talaga.
Kahit hindi ako pwede on that day, I had to. Kasi, walang gaganap ng Turin.
Ako for me, yung pinaka-memorable is when every character has their moment to a point na when you think about a specific cast member and the character they're playing, they have a very memorable line. So minsan, i-repeat na namin siya as like an inside joke.
Gets din naman. I mean, ako nga nung nasa acapella org ako nung casa, as in, you know your lines, pero alam mo rin yung parang lines ng mga iba, like, da-da-da-da. Tapos, narinig mo yung bass, okay. Yun, yung mga alto na hindi nakakapag-belt. Yun. So, I wanna ask, like, how did you guys prepare for your roles? Kasi alam kong like, it's very funny because like, you two represent like two characters that are very sort of, on like polar opposites of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Si Doreen, who's, the clear head amidst the barrage of chaos perpetuated by Tartuffe. The Tartuffe.
Kasalanan mo pala. Everything's your fault.
Ikaw nagpasimuno. Ikaw yung But how did you guys prepare for your roles? Kasi yun nga, it involves, I believe, 2 different kinds of preparation. So let's start with you, Yesh. Yung, like preparing to be Tartuffe.
Siguro, trust lang talaga. Trust in yourself, sa rehearsal, sa co-actor, and sa director. Kasi, I'm not a very, like, sexual person, ganon. Pero I had to be. Kasi that was Tartuffe. So parang, yun, I had to, like, find a way to exude that energy even if normally hindi naman ako ganun. And thankfully, with the guidance of Sir Ron, Ma'am Missy, our intimacy coordinator, and our co-actor, si Alex, which plays Elmir, which is siya yung palagi kong ka-eksena where we both have to be like super sexy. We had to establish that.
Careful Sorry. Nasa pamamahay tayo ng mga hiswita. Careful lang. Joke lang. Pero, yun. So, there really had to be a lot of, preparation.
Trust, yeah.
Kasi I understand na sort of like, yun nga, it's very like sort of you're getting out of your comfort zone. Very literally. So you have to like prepare. Sa'yo naman, Mariana, like in playing Doreen.
Well, honestly, Doreen is me. As in.
Literally me.
Literally me. Well, nung una, kasi ang direct sa akin ni Sir Ron, ang sabi niya lang sa akin, kailangan matalak ka. You should be mabungangera, ganon.
Boisterous.
Yeah. Ganon as a mayordoma of the family.
Marites but without the lies.
Yes.
Ah.
So, yun. It wasn't that hard. Siguro mas nahirapan ako on how to deliver talaga the lines kasi we had to make sure na we mean what we say considering it's a classical play and translated by Tino. So, translated by Tino. So,
wala ako sa camera. Ginagawa yung direction eh. Ayan tuloy, nahalata. You can bring the mic closer naman to you. You can just bring it closer. Yan.
So, yun. Mahirap intindihin yung Tagalog. Especially na nasa Ateneo tayo. Kanya people.
Madaling sort of, diba? Ako rin naman. Yan. So, it's very, like, sort of, when you look at those plays, parang the Filipino, it's very deep.
Yes, it's very deep. So, we had to use talaga yung actions on how we act what we wanted to say from our lines. Ganon. Yeah.
Okay. Now, kami sa RK, we know Sir Ron as, kasi host siya dito. Yun, one of the philosophers sa kanyang show. As in, yung show niya, Mondays at 5, yun, sort of a radio philosophy class. So we know him as Sir Ron, the philosopher ng RK, alongside Doc Jovi. Pero sa inyo guys, he's the director. Siya si Direk. So I wanted to ask, like, how is he as a director? How is working with him as a director? And careful ha, there are wrong answers. The joke.
Hi, Sir Ron.
Sir Ron, hindi siya nakakatakot when he directs. Very chill. Para lang siyang tatay mo.
He does give those vibes.
Yes. Tapos pansin ko whenever, pag kunyari may gusto siyang sabihin na very important, he'd say it talaga in a way na hindi ka masasaktan. Lagi niyang iiwasan na masaktan ka. But he'd say it na para gawin mo yung gusto niyang gawin. You know, yeah.
Ikaw!
What do you think?
Ako feel ko, as long as you're willing to put in the work, Sir Ron will not stop supporting you and guiding you all the way. Kasi yun yung something na I really love about Sir Ron. Kasi he really tries to push us as much as we can as actors. So, ang dami na naturo sa amin. Like, for example, yung sabi ni Malia about how malalim yung Filipino. Ang palaging turo sa amin ni Sir Ron, you have to act as if you're a teacher. Na kumbaga the audience are students. And you want to make sure that they understand every single word that comes out of your mouth. Yeah. So yun, para siyang like a guide for everything.
Kasi live siya. Because you don't have that opportunity to sort of like scroll back, to backtrack the show. Kailangan, once it's there, nandyan na.
Yeah.
So at least, is Sir Ron very kind yun. Lalo na sa amin dito. So, Sir Ron, hi! See you on Monday! Hindi, online pa rin yung mga shows na. Pero very very insightful yun. Pakinggan nyo para may extra credit din kayo. Anyway, so, I wanted to ask them pala, sorry, because like, this is sort of, I guess, just wanted to clarify lang, because the original French text, parang it's written in a meter form, French Alexandrine. I wanted to ask, does the Filipino version also follow a sort of poetic meter of its own?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Kaya yun yung tricky. Dahil naka-poetic siya, hindi dapat namin sabihin in poetry, kinda.
Sing-song.
Bawal sing-song.
There once was a man. Yung hindi pwedeng ganun. Talagang kailangan natural.
Kasi ito ang turo sa amin ni Sir Ron. Kapag sining-song mo na siya, you're just saying it in that manner pero you don't mean what you say. Yeah.
You're not becoming the character.
Yes.
Because you're supposed to be the character. You're not supposed to be someone saying the character's lines.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where can our listeners find you? Yan. Yung TA ha, hindi pwede rin naman. Oh yeah. Where can we find TA?
For Tanghalang Ateneo, you can actually find us on our different social media platforms. So for Facebook and Instagram, we're just at Tanghalang Ateneo. On Twitter, we're at TA_official_. And we actually post updates on Tartuffe almost every day now since shows are happening until the end of the month. So every day we have new updates on where you can get your tickets, the different merchandise we sell, or even like previews, behind the scenes stuff, content with our lovely cast members.
Mga bonus features.
Yes. Plus, it's nice that we're also highlighting, or we're going to be highlighting also the work that's put into Tartuffe. Especially now, it's relevant that it's International Women's Month, because a lot of the crew working behind Tartuffe are actually women. So there's going to be like this sort of gimmick coming up soon. So you can expect that on our different social media pages.
Nice. I have to say also na another thing that I find timely is that sort of it's also very important din na parang kasi Tartuffe is a satire. The satire that mocks the hypocrisy of the powers that be, and I think now more than ever it's just as relevant now as it is when it was first premiered nung 1664. So, the show is in the Rizal Mini Theater at Faber Hall in the Ateneo de Manila University. So, when you guys look at Xavier Hall, yung building na may logo ng ADMU, you turn to your right, nandiyan ng Faber Hall. That's where you can find Rizal Mini Theater. To book your tickets, you go to bit.ly/TA44 Tartuffe Tickets. Once again, that's bit.ly/TA44 Tartuffe Tickets. Now, before we go, would you like to greet anyone? Pagbate. Ba't kayo nahihiya? Baka may someone? May something? Di joke lang.
Oy, yes. Pagbati sa cast.
Wow.
Hi, cast. Nandito na ako. Doreen is here.
Yes, Bea.
Hello.
Preview!
Sige nga,
pagbati sa
Tartuffe way.
Pagbati sa cast, sa set, sa mga stage managers namin, sa sound, sa lahat ng nasa tech, and to everyone working in Tartuffe.
Wow!
And Sir Ron. Hey, Ma'am Gold. Hi, Ma'am Gold.
Gusto ko yung parang parang si Kuya sa PB.
Hello, housemates.
Okay, Bea.
Yes, for me, I'd like to give a special shout out and thanks to everyone actually working on Tartuffe, the executive board and the central board, and to our moderators and faculty board, because we really super appreciate their efforts for helping us bring Tartuffe to where it is now. So yes, thank you also for having us, Teo.
Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Now, guys, that is it for the roundup. Before we go, little reminders about our program schedule. This is our last show of the day. New Wave from JMM Radio are currently on a break. So you can catch tomorrow, Tatak Kalikasan at 11 a.m. They're going to be talking about climate change. That's followed by Timeless Thursdays at 12:30 p.m., which is a radio exclusive only on our FM and online radio. Then, Baka Naman Pwede, brought to us by the Institute of Philippine Culture at 2 p.m. Then Chaplains on Air at 5 p.m. On Friday, we have Kwentuhang Bayan at 11 a.m. And that's followed by Level Up exclusives at 3 p.m. The guests for that day, Kylie Padilla and Gerald Anderson. As well as our Keep the Faith Daily Mass with the Jesuits. That's every day at 8 a.m. If you would like your event featured on the Roundup, you can email us at radyokatipunan@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Radyo Katipunan. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on youtube.com/Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget the FM, or just search Radyo Katipunan in the search bar. You can listen to us at 87.9 FM, the one big frequency within 2 kilometers of Ateneo. I checked, and apparently, on a good day, we're able to reach SM City Marikina. Yun, malakas yung reach. You can also listen to us online at zeno.fm/RK879FM or on the Zeno Radio app, available on the App Store and Google Play Store. That is it from all of us here at the Katipunan Roundup. Thank you so much. I'm Teo Ricaforte, wishing you all a good afternoon. See you guys next week. Goodbye!
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
You're listening to the voice of the Blue Eagle. The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9.
Radyo, 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 Radyo.